Hello everybody, welcome back to Code for Gaming, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the most undercover, most unrecognizable police car possible. Now this car behind me is a civilian Bullhorn Determinator, and later on in this video you're going to be able to see how to make your police car look identical to this one. But first, we're going to head on over to the police team. We're going to scroll down with this massive list of cars, and we're going to be going through 5 of the best ones to customize and turn into undercover patrol cars. Starting with number 1, the Falcon Stallion 350 2015 edition. Now this car I already have in a bit of an undercover look, but we're going to make this so much better. You'll notice that there are still spotlight side runners, the ALPR, push bar, and some other stuff. So starting with the main light bar option, we are going to select either the visor lights or the dash light. Now you have to have one of these. You have to select at least one option, whether that is the dash light or the visor lights. We need to have one selected. I'm going to go with the dash light. We're going to remove the rear lights and all other lighting on the car. This is how we make it fully undercover. If we continue to scroll down, you'll notice that, do we want our dash light? You can have this one either way, because technically it's still fully undercover, but for the sake, getting rid of everything. So we're just going to remove all of it. This car is going to be a blank canvas. Once we are done with it, it is going to be unrecognizable. You will think this is a civilian car. Now, if we go down, all the antennas gone, all the spotlights gone. We're going to remove the side runners. This car is done. However, there are a few things we can do to improve it. We're going to equip unmarked license plate and civilian horn. There we go. Those are all the customizable options. Now you can either do it with wheel covers or not. I hate wheel covers. I think they look absolutely horrific. And there we have it, everyone. This is our first car on the list for best cars to make undercover. You'll also notice that this car is white. I do have a white color on the car. We're actually going to go and change this. Now, whilst you can pick whatever color you want for your unmarked car, there are a couple of colors that do much better to help you stay under the radar. White is not one of them. For me, if I'm playing as a criminal, the most common undercover cars I see are white, red, and blue. However, also black, because you can get those darker cars. If you want to go for a red undercover type car, pick maroon or one of these other colors. But for us today, I'm recommending any of these ones on the bottom left here. So we have dark gray, medium brown, we've got the bronze at the bottom, and fossil, I think it is, maroon, we've got black, both blacks, either of them work. However, I think we're going to go with, I think we'll go with this one. This is a perfect one, as well as medium brown. Oh, we'll go with medium brown. See, you would never think to have this as a police car. This looks like a civilian car. And if you're driving around, breaking road rules, causing chaos, people aren't going to realize you're an undercover cop. This is one of the best cars, and I put this on this list because most people have access to the Falcon Stallion. Unfortunately, for you to make your car undercover, you are going to need the detective pass and the customization pass. What the heck? Far out! Oh my days, that is insane! Our car, I guess we're not meant to have the darker modded vehicle. Now onto our second one, the 2021 Falcon Rampage. PPV, that's how you say it. Now this car, I can't stress this enough. This is one of the best undercover vehicles. You will have police chasing you. That does not get better than this. So we're going to go ahead and make some serious customization changes to this vehicle. Now again, if any of this is helpful, hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button, and let me know if you've got any favorite combos. What do you guys do? What do you all do to make your car undercover? Do you have any certain cars you pick? But for this one, the Falcon Rampage, this is such a great vehicle. It is insane how many of these cars I see around the map, and not many police use it as an undercover vehicle, except I do, and it is so powerful if you want to sneak up on criminals, especially at night, up in High Rock Park. And the best, there is one overall color that is just too powerful with this car, and that is going to be Storm blue. I see so many civilian models of this car in blue, and if you can do this as a police officer with the storm blue color, you are set. You will not be spotted. You will not be recognized. You will be able to just slide, literally bear crawl under the radar. Criminals will not notice you, and you can sneak up into them all happy and everything, and then jump out and yell, "Tase!" and just absolutely annihilated the living stuff out of them. Yes. Anyway, back to the back to the cars. So the Falcon Rampage, this is one of my favorites for undercover customization. If you've got a raid going on or something, load up with your 4 buddies. Great thing about this car is it's a 4-seater. So unfortunately, one of the letdowns to the Ford Mustang or Falcon Stallion, you're only going to have access to 2 seats. Can't really transport criminals back to the jail or even throw anyone in your car. Can't even really patrol with a group. This is why the Falcon Rampage is so much better. You're getting 4 seats, a really good, well-built car, great suspension, great for all terrains. I can't praise this car enough. It is just so great. Moving on to our third unmarked patrol car that we're going to turn into a civilian vehicle. We have our 2020 Bullhorn Prancer Pursuit wide body, also known as Dodge Charger. I mean, it's pretty cool. I love this car. Personally, I use this all the time. I have this equipped with all the classic stuff with the police texture. I rarely use this undercover or ghost. I love just have it marked. I prefer to have this one marked, but obviously today we are making these into civilian unmarked cars. Now, the reason this one's really good for turning it into an undercover one, you'll see lots of these on the civilian team, and so many people will be driving these that they will just automatically assume you are a criminal. If you have this fully unmarked civilian horn, civilian license plate, it is very rare that I ever get recognized as a police officer in this vehicle. And again, something that all people with the undercover pass have contested with is the fact that people will chase you as police. You will be driving down the street and minding your business, and in the rearview mirror you'll have a patrol car chasing you. You'll probably crash or you'll stop, flash your lights, and you just get that second where they just realize, oh man, that's a cop. That is the greatest feeling ever. Taking souls. It's awesome. Now, let's get this car customized. You can pretty much go with whatever color you want for this. I'm going to go with bronze because the scarier, the stranger the color of the car, the more likely it is that it's a civilian one. You've got your basic colors for the police, the color palette, looking at red, blue, and white. If you have those colors as an unmarked car, I guarantee you're more likely to get recognized. Who uses bronze? I mean, I rarely see unmarked. I've probably only seen a couple of bronze unmarked patrol cars. You just don't see it. So combining these vehicles, which are popular among civilians and criminals, adding these just ridiculous colors to it, you will be unrecognizable. If I wasn't in a police uniform, this car would look the same as a civilian car. You would probably assume this car is a civilian car. That is why, again, this one is coming in as another spot on the list. Now, 2006 Chevron commuter van. I have some great memories with this car. It doesn't get much better than this one. If you're with some buddies, I've had so much fun. Playing with big groups of people and just rolling up on the bad guys with this van. It is so much fun. If you're playing with mates, you're playing with a group of people, there is no better car, apart from the SWAT truck, but, can't customize that, technically. Can't make it undercover. We can customize it with liveries and textures, but technicality. Anyway, this car is the next best thing with 6 spots for all your buddies and gang. Now, we can pick not any color for this one because who's driving around in an earth green van? Nuh-uh. Bronze, fossil, black metallic, black. You can get away with any of the greys and maybe the blue. Smoky grey is perfect. Get away with maroon, however you say it. Can kind of get away with that. Dark grey, absolutely recommend. I think this is probably the perfect color, or dark grey metallic. Either or, bronze fossil, brown. These are the best colors for this van. You will not see an undercover police car van as a dark grey. Again, these are the best options for this car. Look at this. It looks like a normal, like Amazon delivery van. I don't know. In Australia, we have like Australian Post or whatever, but most of the time you're getting your packages dropped off in a van that looks identical to this. It is perfect. It looks like a civilian van. It is a civilian van. And you'll notice that I've taken off my police uniform. It looks identical. There's not a single feature on this car. It's a civilian car. Anyone would think this as a civilian car. And if you want to get under the radar, you really want to get close to those criminals, you want to jump out and cuff rush them, as I do so often, you need an unmarked car that people aren't going to realize is a police car. And moving on to the last car on our list, a personal favorite of mine, and probably everyone watching this video, we have the Bullhorn Determinator. SFP Fury 2022 edition, the fastest car, the best car, the greatest car, the most amazing car for cuff rushing. This car is legendary. You do not have, in my opinion, a better car to go out there and arrest criminals than this bad boy. Now, you can pretty much select any color for this car. I've seen, because this is such a common car driven by both police and criminal, specifically criminal, you can have pretty much any color. Wouldn't recommend white, probably wouldn't recommend blue, you're stretching it a little bit. Bronze, all these other colors are perfect if you are playing as an undercover cop. You don't want, again, I've said this a couple of times because I really want to stress it, the police color palette, you're looking at blue, red, green, and white. Look, green less often, but again, that white, red, and blue. Those are the colors most associated with undercover police cars. However, in this case, red is absolutely fine, because a lot of the Bullhorn Determinators that are played by as criminals or civilians, they all have red cars, because, red, it looks cool. Mafia colors, blood colors, it's awesome. Anyway, this is our unmarked, fully undercover police patrol vehicle. This is probably my favorite overall. I use this all the time. I usually have a grappler or push bar equipped to it as well. It is just a great all-rounder car. Now, take notice. I've left the wheel covers on, the rims off. Alright? So take notice. This is the police model of the car, everyone. This is the civilian model. How similar do they look? If you leave those tire rims, what do you call it? The things that go over the tires. If you leave them on, the car is identical. The car is that identical. If you follow how I've done these 5 cars, you are going to be unstoppable in emergency response, Liberty County, sneak up on all the criminals, get that beautiful, sweet, juicy XP, and just have an amazing time getting chased by police and harassed by criminals. It's great. Well, everyone, I hope you found this video helpful. I really want to help as many people as possible make your car an undercover civilian model. It is insane. You know what to do. Smash the subscribe button down below. Give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!